Hello and welcome back to another episode of Long War the Chosen with Mod Jam. We are going to be jumping right into a mission here in just a second. Go and take a look at our geoscape. It does look like our supply drop is coming in 10 hours, so we are going to be looking for Liberation 1 to be queuing up, hopefully in New Brazil, even though it is at Strength 3. And we do have a jailbreak mission here that's going to grab us some rookies. We do have the Templar, the Specialist, the Arsonist, the Agent, and a rookie here. But we do get the 7 to 9, and so we are going to be launching this immediately. This is going to open up our full roster to be available for the next cycle of missions. It is a little disappointing that we did miss out on a second mission in our starting region due to a poor timer when it got discovered. But hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us in the butt too much. Now, this mission should hopefully be relatively simple. We are at force level 2, but there is really only like celatids and a frost sectoid that is going to be added to the enemy list at this force level. This force level is really not that crazy difficult compared to the jump that you get when you go into force level 3. We are getting a city center map. And our evac is impossible to get to. Well, that's an interesting turn of events. We do have a single frag grenade. So we have to save this frag grenade to destroy this gas tank, to blow this up, to move it. All right. Let's keep that in mind as we're coming back. And there are going to be civilians right below us. Oh, what a fun mission to jump into. Well now. Stealth is overrated anyways. Let's go find the first enemy on the map, which is going to be a surveillance drone. Now, we don't have AP rounds on anyone. So this is a little bit of a problem, seeing as I do have to save that frag grenade to get us out of here. There's no other way around that. We cannot actually get back on top of this objective at all. I actually don't know if we have the damage to now kill this drone without it coming down, and it's going to get the stun, which is unfortunate. But Hidden Sage does pull it off. Let's get our Templar up closer, and let's get our Arsonist up closer as well. What a strange turn of events this is here. I am going to throw this grenade next turn with Hidden Sage, and we'll just 4-man it up, as I do want to get this evac in a position ASAP so we know where we need to go. We are going to immediately run into a Frost Droid, an Advent Trooper, and I think that was an Advent Assault Trooper. Yes, so this guy does have a shotgun. We'll hang off for just a second then, before we blow this sky high to see if we can't deal with this pod efficiently. And it does look like we're going to have a decent opportunity to showcase some of the value of the Arsonist. So the Arsonist has Chem Thrower Suppression. This is guaranteed to apply a burn, and then will act as an Overwatch. It does take 2 ammo. But that completely controls both of those enemies right now, which is amazing. We will then take our Templar and kind of YOLO ourselves forward. Luckily snagging the kill on that assault. So now that everything else is controlled, I am going to back up Hidden Sage. And I need to disrupt this evac zone in order to get us an evac zone that is usable. Thanks, Bradford. That's actually a much better evac zone as well. Very, very funny that happened there. We take a look at the tower hack. We see precision and distraction. Neither of those are that worthwhile to us. And our goal needs to be to handle this pod either on the Overwatch or next turn. But we're going to opt in for the Overwatch here so that we can kind of keep some decent positions as we get ready to engage the next group. The guaranteed burn doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but burn is just one of the most powerful ways you can control Advent, as it disables most abilities on some characters and all on most characters. Snagging the Overwatch there is great to see as well. We are going to need to get that Advent drone loot. Also. Way to take my Templar for cover. I really appreciate you giving me that, that free focus. So this is not going to be able to be grabbed within a blue move. So we'll need to double move someone into that, it does look like. And more than likely it'll be our specialist. I was hoping Hidden Sage would be able to get up there, but it does not look like that's going to be the case. We are just going to take advantage of the trooper being in this position. Generate some focus. And since our agent already does have the hack upgrade, we're going to definitely be grabbing the objective with him. We're going to move Krovax up. We're going to move Padinsky up. We're going to double move Hidden Sage up. And probably sit tight while we prep again for the next group, which does look like it will include an Advent Trooper. Let's reload Krovax so we can use our Chem Thrower Suppression when that comes off cooldown, as that does have a 2-turn cooldown, so you cannot just spam it. Now, since we know Padinsky and Liquid both have quite a bit of mobility, we would like to engage with someone who is somewhat comfortable not needing both actions to get their mobility forward. And we will try and see if we can't engage with Barbarian right here. Frostroid, Sentry. None of these guys have armor, so depending on how they group, an AP Grenade could eliminate this entire pod with a single action. And it does look like we are going to get a decent opportunity to do that. Actually, Krovax's AP Grenade's not going to get that far, so that's a little bit problematic. Great Padinsky does have an AP Grenade and might be able to from that position. But right now, I see that I can't really do a whole lot, actually. Our Templar is out of position and unable to rend either of them. If we go to this position, we can get the Volt on 2, but that doesn't mean that it's guaranteed to kill. Ooh, these civilians are going to be a problem as well, simply because they really like to be in the way, causing will loss if we do kill them. I think the smart thing to do is to see if Padinsky cannot get a AP Grenade on that pod, but it looks like we're going to trigger the last 2 enemies on the map while we're doing this. Now this may have given us an in to get our Templar in the action, and it does look like Great Padinsky is going to be unable to AP those guys as well. Let's start off with an AP Grenade from Hidden Sage, who has no real other action other than to shoot. But since these are the last enemies on the map, let's make sure that we handle them appropriately. One thing we certainly could do is we could invert the grub. And the Templar can take a hit. This doesn't have to be flawless. He can take 2 points of damage. Let's see about killing both these Frostroids. This Trooper, while in theory could get a crit and do 5, is much more likely not to. And I am sorry, civilian. You are kind of in a bad position there. This whole mission has been kind of a disaster if you think about it. Now this Celatid Grub is probably going to go for the acid. I am going to run back Padinsky on the off chance he does get a 4. But he will take the 2, so someone is probably losing their ablative. Looks like it is Padinsky. He's only going to lose 2 points there, so that's not going to count as damage taken. And this Trooper will shoot our Templar, who can mitigate up to 2 points of HP damage. Troopers being troopers, though.
We'll see about that.
Can't even seem to hit him. Padinsky did not take any ablative damage there, which is wonderful to see. And let's keep feeding kills to our Templar. Now, I do want to get Padinsky moving as much as possible because I would like him to hack the objective for hopefully a guaranteed hack reward. So we're going to see if we can't get the kill with our friends in the back. Does look like Jolie is going to be able to pull that off for us. And since we know that this is a 7 to 9 mission, we have killed 9 enemies on the map. There is nothing left. We will make sure as well we grab this loot with Evacs and bring our Templar back this way. There is a potential there will be an RNF pod, and so we will be setting up near the evac for that potential. And it looks like we're just shamefully a point away from being able to get next to that door this turn. I am going to use a teamwork here so that we can at least get up there.
No need to ask twice.
And be able to hack a next turn while still having some mobility. Everyone else here can just get closer to the evac. We'll get reloaded next turn, as it does not matter this turn. And we take these missions. We take these flawlesses.
Locked and loaded.
Apparently there is no one in that cell, so that teamwork was an absolute mistake on my part. But we do have a decent hack reward here, and this is going to be Watch List. Now, Watch List is a very strong perk. While you do not get to decide which region is reduced by 33%, in the early game, you have limited connected regions to begin with. And typically, though not guaranteed, it does reduce the cost of a region you have not connected that you are next to. But we'll have to see how lucky we get there. We are going to just get all 3 of our or 2 recruits and 1 resistance personnel that we are getting headed towards the evac here.
Come get some.
Keep people overwatched. And it does look like potentially everyone can get out next turn. I guess the biggest question is our agent, Badinsky, who might not be able to. Instead of overwatching, we're just going to hit end turn. There's no RNF coming in. I have nothing to worry about. Now we do know there is RNF next turn. But since Great Badinsky can get over here, and everyone else is within range of the evac, we are going to evac.
Move forward. What? Smoking after setting up.
Very quick mission, very fast mission. Flawless, beautiful, what you want to see when you're doing this. Let's randomize that again. Oh, there we go. Everyone trying to show off just a little bit. I don't know what our Templar's doing there. But that looks much better. Much, much better. Down with Advent, indeed.
Advent officials announced an increase to this month's recruitment quotas. Citizens are encouraged to volunteer.
We should hopefully have a few promotions from this mission. And again, it is disappointing that we did miss a mission on our second cycle due to a bad timer, but I'm really hoping that that's a one-off and just some bad RNG rather than a continued expectation moving forward. Our Templar is already at Adept, which is fantastic. Now, the Stun Strike is a very, very strong perk, and so is Brawler. Since we do have Cutthroat, but that's about it, I actually think I want to take Stun Strike here. This is going to allow us some more control, especially going into Force Level 3 and 4. And just a solid. You get to remove an enemy for that turn. Gives you an extra turn to play with. Didn't pick up anything too fancy there, but did grab several rookies. And we have a new rookie to promote as well, Hidden Sage. We are presented with the option of the Recon, the Specialist, and the Arsonist. I do have a Specialist. I do have an Arsonist. The Recon has been improved recently, and so I think to showcase the new changes to the Recon, let's snag the Recon. The Recon is a class that specializes in stealth as well as holo targeting. Things like starting off with independent tracking is quite nice and new. You can get high def holo, rapid targeting, multi-targeting, vital point targeting. So you can make him kind of a stealthy hollow targeter, something that you might see with a sharpshooter, but this time not requiring a squad sight, so more up close in your face. They also are given access to tracking, a very good scouting perk. And if you want to go with that as a first pick choice, it's very good as well. We have a new ability here, Reconnoiter. I don't know how to pronounce this. Every 4 turns, as a free action, you can use a battle scanner. It does not consume any battle scanner or require one equipped. Quite good. It gives you a lot of control over a battlefield, a lot of information. So we'll see if we can't get some use out of him. We are going to keep scanning down here in New Brazil. We are looking for 4 missions. And our supply drop will come in. There is no information for the Chosen currently. There are no dark events active. Our first covert option is going to be recover loot. This is not that good and probably not worth the soldiers. But if we end up unable to run missions, we will see what we can do there. The first mission that we do get to pop up is a smash and grab. Remember, this is a strength of 3 regions, so the baseline is going to be 10 to 12. Smash and grabs, though, do give us access to a lot of supplies. And we need to start getting a few more promotions. If we look at Trident down here, we do have the Shinobi. So let's grab our Scrapper out of the Haven Advisor role. Throw this squad together and maybe bring a rookie or 2, because we will get this mission off before force level increases to force level 3. The infantry does get a slot for an ammo type, and having AP rounds is always a good thing. I value having flashbangs. Flashbangs are very useful, especially going into some of the enemy types that are going to try to go for mind controls, slows, disorients, etc. The Scrapper will get a stun, which is good. We need a few more people to fill these ranks. Now, I do not want to bring the Recon. The Recon is actually going to hang out with something with a sharpshooter, but we don't really have a sharpshooter yet, so not sure yet there. Let's take a look and see. It looks like White Knight, even though his 16 will is not great, does have decent starting stats for a smash and grab. This will allow us to get 2 more people on this mission as well. We're looking for people with like 14 mobility. X the Mage, one of our new rookies. Not great will, but does have that mobility we are looking for. And maybe Giovanni. Giovanni as well can join the squad and see if we can get some decent promotions there. So we're hoping strength does go down to get the 7 to 9, but 10 to 12 this early in a campaign is certainly doable. I don't know if I have any auto loaders. I have a speed loader, which is pretty decent to throw on the infantry. Let's send them on their way. We did get a second mission to pop up, which I misclicked off of, and this is going to be for some resistance personnel. This is a great mission to have. We are looking to fill these havens 7 days, 7 hours. If I look at the date, March 23rd, the odds are that we do get to launch this before strength goes to force, or before tech level of Advent, force level goes up to force level 3. I am going to be sending the Blackguards here, and we will save the Templar for the last mission that we're hopefully going to get queued. Throwing some well-needed equipment on our soldiers. So we do have the Hunter here. The Hunter definitely focuses on getting up close and personal and meleeing. And we do have access to things like Cutthroat and Concentration, which will further enhance that build idea. We are going to keep her with the regular sniper rifle right now, but later we will more than likely switch to the auto sniper rifle. The auto sniper rifle has a clip size of 1, but has a base damage of 7 to 9 with a crit bonus of 3. If you can get a flank in and take that one shot on snapshot, it's a lot of damage. It's pretty much going to kill anything that you're going to come across for a while. I do think we would need a few more rookies here, so let's grab Majestic Red. And it does look like we're only going to be able to get one more rookie on this squad unless these suppressors can actually do enough that we could grab a 6th person and get that recruit out. The reason I really would like a few more rookies promoted is because we did once again miss that second mission on our second cycle. From that final position, I'm going to grab Codex Compendium. And we are going to give him an SMG to make this work as well. Making sure that we somehow find a way to get to 2-hour flight time. And perfect. Apparently a suppressor on the pistol gives you 2 hours for the hoplite. We'll take it. So we have the Hoplite Hunter Agent Assault. The biggest concern with this squad is that we don't have someone to remotely hack the door, or we don't get any bonuses from it. Our agent has not been promoted yet, but everything else should be doable with this squad. I did forget to put a soldier in our other haven to keep working for the recruit, but that was more than likely just a cycle. And we'll throw the agent in there for now. So since we are looking for liberation and hopefully getting a decent timer, we're going to keep scanning here. Need to make sure that guy actually gets put on intel as well. We're at 161 supplies, and while I could get the GTS out right now, I am going to wait to make sure I have enough AP rounds going into my next mission. 8 days, 1 hours for Destroy the Relay. Now, Liberation 1 generated on March 21st. It's a 8 to 9 day timer, and the odds are that we're not actually getting a decent timer here for it on the first cycle. When we get the additional resistance personnel, that could help quite a bit. So I am going to go queue this up with the idea that I am missing my first Liberation 1 chance. This is also going to jump over into Force Level 3, so we need to be prepared to deal with ooh, wow. Words are hard. Pathfinders. Pathfinders are coming up. You guys have not seen Pathfinders before. They are a very scary enemy that we've added at Force Level 3. One of the variations having 7 HP, 2 armor, and their whole idea is to try and flank and get bonus damage on crits. They're a lot of fun. I am going to grab just Commander Emily then, and I am going to grab Dr. Briggs. Now, if Pathfinders are what we are coming up against, AP rounds should be needed. That being said, I don't really have anyone that can take advantage of AP rounds. And I do want to bring the laptop. Do we not have an agent here? Oh, our agent is in a Haven Advisor role. I am glad we double checked that. I really do. Whoops. I really want to keep misclicking and losing time, which now means this is probably a 5-man timer. We might be able to get the 6. I do want to bring the agent here, as the agent is a good way to kill Pathfinders relatively quickly. So let's grab Emily. We did give her equipment already. We have our agent here who can get that hack reward, which means I am going to actually bring a smoke grenade here on our specialist for some additional defense that we might need. We should be okay to do this though without too much problem, and it isn't a subway, so the arsonist value goes up. All right, so we did get 3 missions queued up, and we will jump back over into Avenger for now and make a save here, and I will catch you guys hopefully in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.